Today on the channel I'm going to show you how to play 6 really cool Van Halen riffs. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to play 6 really cool Van Halen riffs. We're going to start with Loss of Control, which is off of Diver Down, and it goes like this. Alright, so something like that, okay? So we're going to be chugging on this low E like this. I'm going to be palm muting here on the bridge, putting my hand on the humbucker, playing this E, and that rhythm is okay? So then he's going to take this pattern that's an A, and he's going to go to a D. So we're going to play the open A, and we're going to play this D string on the 2nd fret, which is an E. And we're going to be hammering on and off of this D string, like kind of like Angus Young would do. So that first part goes. So what I'm doing is hitting that A chord. I'm going to go up to this. We're going to slide up to the 7th fret. So in slow motion again. We're going to go to the D, which is the same shape, but on the D string and the G string, and do the same riff. So all together it sounds like. Mess that one up, and it goes B, C. So we're going to go B, B, C, B. We're going to put these little between each note or each chord. Then he goes back into. Sometimes during the song, Ed will play this harmonic. What I'm doing there is I'm lightly grazing my finger over the E string, and I'm playing that same rhythm. Alright, cool, so there's Loss of Control. The next thing I'm going to show you how to play is the beginning riff in Mean Street. Not the intro, but the Mean Street riff, alright? So when it's playing the verse, he's going. Alright, so what we're doing there is we're in the key of A minor. We're pulling off the C. We're pulling the C, and we're going to bend it up just a little bit. We're going to let go of it. We're going to release to the open A. So we're going. We're going to play down here on the G. Okay, so. So what I'm doing there is I'm pulling off the C to an A, and then going to the G, and then playing the C to the A again. And sometimes he hits a pinch harmonic on that G. All right. I'm going G to an E, open E, and I'm palm muting the whole time. All down picks. Alright, so that's a cool riff. That's Mean Street. Alright, the next riff I'm going to cover is Feel Your Love Tonight. And Feel Your Love Tonight goes like this. So what I'm doing there, we're in E major, all right, and I go, so I'm going to take this G to a G sharp on the low E. I'm going to go up to this E on the A string on the 7th fret. I'm going to play the major third, the G sharp on the 6th fret, on the D. So Eddie liked major thirds and chords like this. And we're going to slide that down 2 frets. So it starts. The very first part is. In between each chord change I'm doing, we're going to do a chug on the low E. Again, palm muting. Chug. We're going to do the same shape here on the 5th and 4th. So that next shape is this 4th fret and the 2nd fret on the A and the D string. Okay, so after that one we do 2 chugs on the E. Then go back up to this D. We're going to go D. That's a C sharp over an A. We're going to play this E, but just on the 2nd fret on the A and the D string. So from the beginning. Now if you notice, I'm putting vibrato on these chords. So I'm going to hit this chord, and I'm going to bend both of these notes slightly. Then he goes to an A. And that's a D with an A on the bass. Awesome. Now we're going to do Women in Love. Women in Love is another song that's in E major, and the beginning goes like this. Alright, so what I'm doing there is I'm playing an E major chord, but I'm only playing the E, the B on the 2nd fret, and this G sharp on the G string on the 1st fret. So, and I'm muting the D string with the fat of my middle finger. So that chord sounds like this, clean. And then the next shape we're going to go is like this. It's the same strings. We're going to be on the A and the G string. And we're going to do this. All this chugging is on the low E. So Eddie liked pedal tones, and he chugs on this low E throughout this riff. So the riff is this shape. right, so we're here on the second and the first, on the A and the D, or A and the G string. Then we're on the fourth and the second, and then the sixth and the fourth, back down to 4 and 2. So he changes it up a little bit. So we go. All right, then we're going to slide from this. So what I did there went. I'm going to take, that's the same shape as down here, but it's on the 5th and the 4th, on the A and the G string. All this is A and G string, okay? And then slide up. And that's 3 and 2, 5 and 4, 3 and 2, back to this E shape. So one more time, that shape is. Got to get those slides in there. Now when you add the distortion and the chugs on the low E, there's 2 chugs in between the changes, so he goes a little vibrato there. So we're going from the 7th to the 5th on the A string. Slide up to that 7, and then slide down to that 5th. Real sexy. Put a little vibrato on that too, kind of like Feel Your Love Tonight. Alright, so the next one I'm going to show you is Everybody Wants Some. So Everybody Wants Some is pretty easy, but he plays a D like this to an E. Okay, so what I'm doing there is I'm playing a D chord with just the D and the A down here, and an open D, and the A, open A, like that. And I'm muting this low E with my thumb, and I really dig in. Let it breathe, and then just chug on that E twice. And what Ed does there is he does a sus4, which is, we're going to add this G on the 3rd fret on the high E. So what I did there was a G string, dive bomb, and then as it's down, I'm going to hit the low E and bring it back up. So Eddie did stuff like that. You can take the edge of your pick here and scrape it on the G and the B string, or the D and the A. Alright, so that's Everybody Wants Some. That's kind of what he does there in the beginning, but I thought I'd share that with you. The last one I'm going to show you is Hot for Teacher. This little riff in Hot for Teacher goes like this. Alright, so what I'm doing there is I'm on an A, E, A, 1, one. It's just an A5. There's no major fifth in this, or major third in this chord until we hit this C right here. There's our minor, our A minor. Then we're going to bend it major, kind of like Lagrange. I just know Eddie was inspired by Billy Gibbons. I can feel it. So now what makes this interesting is he's playing with his, probably puts his pick in between his middle finger like this, and he's plucking the D and the G string with his two fingers, his pointer and middle, and he's got his thumb on the A string, and his pinky's up here on the C, on the G string on the 5th fret. So it's the A chord, then, and we're plucking all 3 strings at once, like this. And I'm bending this note up, and I'm pulling off. I'm letting that pinky come off of that string, like that. In this part I go, so I hit the open A, and I'm going to hammer on 5, 6, 7. So I go, so in slow motion, and that's a D and the G string on the 5th fret. So I'm going to go 8, 7. I'm going to hit the 8, pluck it, and slide. So slow motion. After I do this, I hit that low A again. I go. I've got a lot of gain on my guitar, but I'm turning it way down. I've got this single coil engaged in this EVH Frankie Relic series, and I'm rolled way back. That way when the song kicks in, I can just turn up the volume. Go into humbucker. I think during the verse he goes. He kind of pulls off that A, or that C to an A. Kind of like Mean Street. And he slides up. Instead of going, he may go, but I kind of hear it like. That's an E sus4. It's there you go. There's 6 Van Halen riffs that are really easy to play and a lot of fun. I hope this lesson was helpful and that you enjoyed it. If you did, please comment below. Consider subscribing, and until next time, have a great day. Peace out.